Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in chilly Willy, Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Tuesday, and it is the 28th of November. Happy birthday to my bestie, Karen, who doesn't really watch this, but I'm going to say happy birthday to you, my good friend who I was able to go to Ireland with this year. So for all of you who enjoyed my Irish journey, you can give a big shout out to Karen. Today we have the moon in Gemini. We're still sort of vibrating through that full moon energy. And today we have, I'm looking at the wrong side of things. Yeah, okay. So we do have a lovely trine today of the moon to Venus. Of course, Venus is in the peace-loving, often, or peace-seeking, not always successful, but always attempting to move in that direction of Libra. And the moon also makes a lovely sextile to the north node, meaning that it trines the south node. And so the moon is in a good aspect to its own nodes, availing us of an opportunity to communicate about the future and reflect on the past. We also have the moon make a square to Neptune, which can be somewhat confusing, but also can be a spiritualizing force. The moon also makes an opposition to Mercury in Sagittarius. So we have an awareness about home, perhaps, and things that are far away. So this is, we call her now the lounging tree, because she's decided that after, I don't know, maybe 100 years of standing straight up after a storm, she decided to lie down on the job. And yet she still is the home of many things. One of the things that we have here in the yard is bittersweet. We have quite a bit of bittersweet. It's a little bit of a nuisance plant, and yet it is still very beautiful. And people make wreaths out of it. You can see it up there. And I think it's it's also, they say everything that grows in your yard, if you let it, is actually medicine for you. And if I remember correctly, bittersweet helps, although the berries are poisonous, so don't be chomping on those berries. But I guess if it's prepared the right way, it is for inflammation and arthritis, which anybody who lives in New England can attest. They have that for whatever reason. There are many, many varied reasons for that, not the least of which is having to work hard. But I think of this bittersweet energy, and as we see that, or at least the last I heard, that could always change, that there has been the ceasefire has been extended to bring aid to the Palestinians, and that does feel, even if you're not paying attention, that feels better. You feel you feel like there's less pain and suffering, whether you're watching it or not, that you're feeling. Yeah, so that's what's going on today. So generally, an opportunity to bring some sense of order and some sense of peace and help to your life, whether you live in Palestine or whether you live anywhere. is an opportunity. The full moon is always an opportunity to bring awareness. And in the signs of Gemini, which is the sign of the moon, and Sag, which is the sign of the sun, it really helps us to get a hold of where our head is at. So where is your head at, guys? What does that mean? What illuminations are going to drive your choices? That's the story, Morning Glories. So we can see that there are a lot of the plants now are leafless, and so we're in this time in the yard when things get uncovered, including piles of stuff that my husband needs to do something about. When the green's there, you can't see it. So you're like, oh, what a lovely yard. And then the green goes away and you're like, oh, forgot about that stuff over there. So hopefully we can do something about that before things get too frozen and stuck. And it's too unpleasant to do stuff out here. But what is being revealed to you? What was once hidden by abundance or profusion that now you get to see in its stark and structural beauty? That's the question. All right, guys, we still have freaking roses. Check this out. But, you know, they're not really alive, I don't think. Well, I guess they're semi-alive, but it's so funny that they're just still here. And they're still green. And look, we have a rose. This is the rose that will not give up. We have a little rose bud. Rosebud. Sorry. We also fixed the fence just a little bit, not very much, so that looks better. But oh boy, we got a lot of work. So I met my neighbor, the guy who bought the house next door, tore out those lilacs to everybody's terror. But he seems like a really nice guy, and he's got the cutest, albeit a little chunky, golden retriever that just wants to be loved. So we know that he's going to get a lot of love being next door to us, so that's good. It's nice to have a dog in the neighborhood again. I miss my guys every day. But that's what's going on, guys. So I'm going to let you go because you don't have to hear about my life necessarily. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. I think it's going to be a good day. A good day, a little reprieve compared to other days that just were not a reprieve. So, all right, guys, take care. Much love. Namaste.